What's up, everybody? This is Hoser, and this will be my first video for my wife's garden. I have been doing this garden for this is going to be my second year, I guess you could say. 3 years total, just starting to get everything going. So let me show you my layout about how I have things going, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Alright. Let me turn these around so you can see what I got. Okay, so it's the beginning of summer 2021, and as you can see, these are mostly chilies. I have some habanada peppers. I also have some Anaheim peppers. I have some Cuba Bell, which are like some bell pepper style. I also have some habanero and some chile pasilla and this chili called Corno de Toro. I get most of my seeds from my gardener, from rareseeds.com. Where else? From the Rusted Garden. Just different places. But those are the main three that I've actually bought seeds from. And they've been working pretty well. So, why not? Anyway, so my layout here is these are my indoor plants. I have them in the garage. I got these aquarium lights because I also have fish tank, but I wasn't using these, and I figured these should work. They were just sitting there, so instead of buying grow lights, I figured, hey, if they grow coral, they gotta grow plants, right? So I got these cheapo lights, and they're pretty cheap. You can buy them on Amazon, and then I just started putting them in here. I also bought the heat mats, as you can see. These are the heat mats, and don't know where the other ones are, but the brand, give me a second, let me show you the brand. So this is the brand that I picked up. I got them at Amazon. I forget how many I bought. I think I bought like 3 sets. They come with 2, and they work pretty well. They fit these trays, and that's all I've been using. The lights, and then I got a fan up here that we use for like when I get on the treadmill because I work out so much. But anyways, it blows air in here, circulates the air and whatnot, and it gets it growing. So I got these chilies. I also got some chamomile growing there. I put some chives in here, but they didn't take off very well. I don't know, but I still have them there just in case they start to grow or they decide to grow. The chamomile took a while for me, so now it's got a whole bunch of little seeds, so I'm happy about that. We could probably use that for tea. My wife is happy about that. So let's continue with the tour. Oh, I do water from the bottom. Sometimes I use my little sprayer here that I got at Harbor Freight. I got other sprayers, but this one's half a gallon, so it's pretty simple. Just spray on the top sometimes, just to get them used to it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, they're doing pretty good. I'm gonna start taking these outside. I'll show you my other stuff outside, and then, you know, as we continue the tour. Okay, so now we're outside the garage, and this is my worm bin. Let me show you how it is. So I got my worms in here that I picked up. I bought these from, I think it's like that Uncle Jim's farm, worm farm or whatever, to do my little compost stuff. As you can see, like all my little worms are happy here. Look at that. How cool is that? So I put like the egg containers, those cardboard ones, and then every so often I come and I put stuff in here. Egg, bananas, um, coffee pods from my espresso machine. I'll just get these and I crunch them up and spread them all over. Get all this going all over the place. And that's it. Throw a little water in here every so often. And all this stuff just gets composted. And, well, like this rubber band stuff, I just take it out, toss it. But like, everything else just starts coming apart and doesn't matter. Look at this, beautiful. I didn't think it was gonna work. But yeah, it works pretty cool. Just keep it in a dry, shady place. I water it every so often, and then I have it with the bin system where this one goes, all the liquid goes in here. I pour some of that in some of my water containers, and then I go and I water my garden. And this one it's an extra one. It's empty, so if I ever want to swap the box out, just go ahead and swap it out. But in the meantime, I just cover it up. And I also have a little net thing in there. It works, so that's kind of cool. And that's pretty much it for that. I drilled holes, every single one, so it can have air. And yep, that's pretty much it, except for the bottom one, because that's where all the liquid is, the liquid gold and that I mix with water. Let me take this. All right, let's continue with the tour. This is kind of like my makeshift potting station. This is where I pot all my stuff. I got my wheelbarrow here. I mix up all my dirt here with my fertilizer and my perlite. Even though some of the potting soil that I buy already has perlite, I usually add a little more. I cut it open backwards. What else? This is where I have my dirt for my seedlings. Put it in a husky container. So when I'm gonna start planting seeds, this dirt is very fine. It's got vitamins, perlite. That way there's a lot of, it's able to breathe. Doesn't get clogged up with water. And yeah, pretty much it. So initially I bought these little ones. These are the, the 2-inch seedling packs. These suck. I didn't like them. Then I went to these. These are the ones. These are a little bigger. I think these are the 4-inch. And these work much better. They're very thin. They're not the big thick ones. Wish I had one of those, but those are super expensive. But these work very well. The roots grow very well. And so these are the ones where the chilies are right now. Once they get pretty, big enough that they're big enough for this, then I do what? I put them in these. And these you just keep reusing. I use a soldering iron. I put some holes in it. And then at first I did it with the Sharpie. But now I learned from the Pepper Geek that if you put a little painter's tape, you can write right over it, and then when you can clean these containers. You go ahead and you clean them, and then you put them, put a new name, and you put new dirt, and you put a new plant. And this is my 300 TMR chili. And this is when I put it in this cup. So it's been about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. What else? Those are my egg containers that I use, and yeah, that's it. Those are all my tools, my gloves, and let's see what else we got here. Oh, so these are all my other chilies. Remember I told you I had fish? I'm working on that tank for like 3 years already. My wife's done with it, but anyway, this is the year for that one. So these are all my chilies, and like I said, I did exactly what the Pepper Geek said. I'm bottom watering right now. Sorry, it's dripping water, but I'm bottom watering it. And this is my ancho chili, and I have a whole bunch of different chilies, jalapenos. What else? More anchos. I also have, what's this? Habanero. And I know that says tomatillo, but that's not tomatillo because I use the sticks and I put them on the other side. See, that's habanero. So that way I know. What else do I got? I got that chili TMR that I was telling you about. I got serrano. Another jalapeno. Pretty much a lot of chilies right now. Jalapeno early because that's a different. This was from a different seed pack. Hold on, the tray, the plane. Okay, plane's gone. So that was from a different seed pack, so I didn't. That's how I labeled it that way. So I have 2 different types of seed packs of jalapenos. And so I put jalapeno number 2. Let's see which one turns out being better. Let's see, these are some blackberries that I brought from my sister-in-law's house, but now they're kind of sad. I'm hoping that it's okay. I put, growth starting stuff and, vitamins for it, so it prevents plant shock, but I don't know, maybe it's wasn't meant to be, so we'll see. Hold on, maybe it'll kick in and then we'll go from there. Okay, sorry about that, the planes keep coming. This is my avocado tree. As you can see, there was another plane, but whatever. See my little avocados growing already. That's pretty cool. I've had this avocado tree for about 8 years, and maybe the last couple of years it started giving me fruit. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but yeah, now it's working. It's growing. Last year it gave us about 10. I think this year we're gonna get much more, so we're happy about that. And that's my wife talking to her mom. But anywho, it's growing good. Alright, let me show you what I got here. This is all my buckets to put on my, I think that's my, what is it? Hydrangeas, I think they're called. Anyway, I put all my newspapers in here, my grass, I use for my compost. I have my little bucket to put all the stuff that we're gonna put in the compost. Just let these dry and I crush them up. Go ahead and I put them in the. We also have coffee and whatever scraps we have. I don't use this. This is from my neighbor's tree. I'll just dump that. I'll get rid of that. Put it over here. Let me show you what I got in here. I only put dry leaves in here. I bought a weed whacker and cut them up, mulch them up, and then I can use them for mulch. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. These are more buckets. And this is my little compost bin. So I have these posts that are stuck to the ground to that. Got a little pitchfork. And then cover this up, and then I compost my stuff. I use this to protect it from the pine needles because I don't like the pine needles going in there. Just throw those out, even though some do get in there. Let me show you. And that's it. I line it up with newspapers, I toss it every couple of days, and there goes another plane. So as I was saying, I toss it every couple of days. Flip it over. That's the grass that I just put in there. I also put some newspapers and all kinds of stuff. And you need to toss it so that it doesn't get stinky. So I usually just do that. I layer it out. I put, like carbon and whatnot. And then the grass, and then more carbon, and then the grass, newspapers. And I mix it up with the compost that I already have in there. And this is all I do. I flip it every couple of days. Turn it. And I do that, and then I'll let it go again. Okay, so now moving on. This is some palm tree, and then I got a berry tree over here. I don't really know what kind of berry tree this is, but it gives us berries, and usually gives us berries like early winter, and then like almost towards the end of spring, and then that's it. What else? Pine tree. I'll show you what else I got here. Oh yeah, we got some lemonade blueberries. These are lemonade blueberries that I bought maybe, I would say about a year or so ago. And yeah, nothing has really come out of it. Make sure it's acidic, and still nothing. I bought 2 of them. Actually, I bought 3. I gave one to my sister-in-law, and I kept 2. Let's see what else. I got a lemon tree here. That's my wife talking over there. That I just trimmed. And we get a lot of little limes. Like September, so we start getting limes. We got some tomatillos here. We got some melon, cantaloupe. We got these little flowers that are pretty cool. They attract a lot of bees. And then this is the beds. So right now I got some cabbage. I had some beets that I already took out. That's the last one, but I think that's not gonna happen. I also have some cauliflower that I don't think is gonna pan out because it's getting too hot. Let's see what else we got here. I planted my first batch of chilies. Lesson I learned is I planted them too early, and they're taking a while to grow, but they're growing. I have a lettuce here that I planted. I planted a whole bunch of lettuces here at first, and yeah, that didn't pan out. But the cabbages and stuff, they seem to be doing okay. As you can see, I get a lot of what do you call those, caterpillars. They're tearing them up, but those little white butterflies fly all over the place and lay a whole bunch of eggs. And I'm trying to see if there's any bugs, but they're kind of hard to find. I did buy the BT. I just didn't really spray it because I figured, you know what, don't even know if these cabbages are gonna come out. It's getting too hot. Okay, so we got some more peppers here, and these are peppers that I already started growing in the little cups, just in case these don't make it. And these here are bell peppers that I transplanted from the other bed that's over here. So they were about right here. This part here is new, so they were about right here. I moved those over because I used to have a whole bunch of tomatoes there, but tomatoes I moved them this year. And I moved those bell peppers to this one. This is this year's bed, I just made that. So they did well. I cut them down real small, and I bought these at Home Depot. These I didn't grow from seed. These I did. These are these chocolate bell peppers or something. Hopefully they come out. Oh, Choco Bell, there you go, Choco Bell. It's right there. But these are just regular bell peppers. I bought a red, a green, and a yellow. Did not know that they all pretty much green, and then eventually they change colors. So they're basically the same type of bell pepper. You just put a different label on it. See? Yellow, green, and red. So, but yeah, they're the same bell pepper. Okay, so we got some lavender here. We did plant a lavender plant. I used to have a big lavender plant here, and we cut it down, and now we're getting a whole bunch of little lavender plants. So we're happy about that. They bring a lot of bees to pollinate, so we're happy about that. And this is our watermelon, our baby watermelon. And we're starting to get flowers, and we're also starting to get little melons. There's a little melon here. Oh, there's one right there. And there's a few. There's a few. So I planted it here, and I trained them to come up to this little fencing thing. And now I created this fencing to come all the way up. Just use tie wraps to keep it on here. And then I want it to climb up. And then that way I can have them hanging. I don't have to use the ground. So yeah, those are my watermelons. Oh yeah, I got some bunching onions there, and that's a pretty big one. I had one there. I think I'm gonna pull that one out tomorrow and barbecue it. But the other little ones, they're still growing. This is the other blueberry I was telling you. It's called a lemonade blueberry. I don't think it grows well here in Southern California, so I think it needs more cold than what we get here. But whatever, next year I'll buy some more different kinds that are better for here, and I'll probably plant them with this one, see what happens. Okay, so let's go to my boysenberries from Knott's Berry Farm. Bought this plant a year ago in Knott's Berry Farm, and so this is what we got. It was a little plant, and now we have a whole bunch of them. So I can't wait till next year, because next year they're gonna be delicious. We'll have even more. Let me cut one out. Here you go. And they're really sweet. Cover them up for the birds, so the birds don't eat them. I saw James Prigioni use this type of netting from New Jersey, so I bought it. It works. I like it. And that's that. This is the other side of the watermelon. Like I said, I wanted to climb up this little fence thing, and this used to be like a thing for my barbecue. I just took the awning down because that thing was all tore up, and now I'm using it for my watermelon. Okay, so let's move on to the other side so I can show you the tomatoes, all of that stuff. Okay. So we'll go down this thing. So I have this fencing because my dogs got in here and ate all my strawberries. I'll show you that right now. Oh, did I show you my tomatillos? These are my tomatillos. Check it out. A whole bunch of them. Look at all those flowers. Look at all those tomatillos. Never grew tomatillos before, so I'm happy about that. Can't wait to have some green salsa or something. This is my squash. And I don't know, doesn't look like it's doing very well. Well, there's a few flowers in there. Actually, I got another one over here. I planted two because last year we had one in this bed here and it just took over. So we got a squash right here, but I don't think it's doing very well. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna come out, but hopefully the other ones do. Okay, well, let's go back this way. Got my little baby corn. This is baby corn. You can see that it's coming up right there. I put 4 little stalks, good from seed. Got it from my gardener. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Happy about that. And then these are my strawberries. So I put them in these little cloth pots. And first, like I said, this aisle was open, and then the dog came in and ate up all the strawberries. Still getting a few flowers. This is the first year that I've had them, so what can I say? It's gonna be they say to cut off all the flowers, but you know my wife is very impatient and she said don't cut them off, so I didn't. And we got a few strawberries from them. Like I said, half of them the dogs ate it, or my boxer ate it, and that's pretty much it. We put the netting for the birds. We didn't think it was gonna be for the dogs, but the dogs ate right through it. Okay, so like I said, there's not very many flowers anymore, but now it's getting some runners, as you can see right here. So that's pretty cool. Here's another runner right here. That's pretty cool. I'll let that grow out. And there's 2 different kinds. This one is, oh, there's some strawberries right there. Check it out. This one is, I forgot what this one is. Well, I had it on the label, but the label came off. Sucks. I think I can find them, put it in the, oh, here's one. So this one is Chandler, and the other one is a June bearing one, I think this is a June bearing one. I forget what the other one was, but anywho, those are my strawberries, strawberry plants. Actually, there's some strawberries here. Check it out. There you go. There's bugs that eat them too, man. Look at that. Oh, you can see that. Look. Those roly-polies or something. Not sure what it is. I'm trying to lift them up. Put them on these things because these things suck anyway. So we figure we'll put them up on these things, but they still get to them. So it kind of sucks. But I think for next year I'm gonna put them in like the rain gutter ones. Urban Farmstead did that. As you can tell, I'm a YouTube gardener. Everything I learned from YouTube. All my ideas are from YouTube. And I figured why not show everybody that even a guy like me, who was never really a gardener or anything, can get this going. And it works. And it's cool. And you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So yeah, there you go. All right, so here we go. So these are all my tomatoes. We have hillbilly tomatoes. We have this big stick tomato that a friend of mine gave me, which is over here, and I call that one the MGR tomato because her name's Marcella. Hi Marcella, thank you very much. She's the one that got me started with the first plant, and I took the seeds from it, and now we have a whole bunch of plants. So we're happy about that. So we got this trill crop tomato. This one's kind of cool. This one gets like these little three tomatoes in one. And then this one, this is, like I said, this is our first plant, our first tomato plant, our first gardening adventure and whatnot. And I try to take the runners out, but you know, not all the time. And then what else? Oh, like I said, we got tomatillos, more tomatillos there. And then these are lemons from a neighbor that we kind of cultivated the tree to come over this way, and then we've been feeding it fertilizer and giving it food, and it's giving us a lot of fruit, and we're happy about that. Beautiful, delicious lemonade. Let's see what else. These are all my tomatoes still. Tomatoes. And I'm running them on this little string. I use these bars. I use the electrical conduit. And then I just tie it to that so they don't fall over. And let me move this over. Oh, did I show you what was on the other side? No, I did not. Let's go back. Oh, we can go around, because I only showed you the strawberry side. Okay. So then we got our tomatoes here. Got some rosemary right there. We got some lilies. I love lilies. We got more tomatoes here, which I'm also going to do like a little trellis also. Same thing as over here with this one here. So that way it works. I like it. It doesn't make the tomatoes fall. Keeps them standing. So we're good. So like I said, these are also tomatoes. We got about 20 plants. I don't know how I got 20 plants. We're only gonna do like 5, but I couldn't throw them away. Lavender again. This thing is awesome. It brings so many bees and pollinates all my stuff. So I'm pretty sure this year we're gonna have a whole bunch of tomatoes and chilies and whatnot. And okay, so let's go over here. Let me show you the other side. And this is our snow peas. These are giant snow peas. These are almost done too. The summer's coming. I don't think that's gonna last. But we got a few here. We usually just peel them off and eat them. So there's not that many. Oh, here's a little one here. It's coming out. And this is my second plant. I actually had another one here that covered all this area, and then I let it come up here. But like I said, the dogs came around and ate it up, so I had to put this fencing, chicken fence from the back so they couldn't get it. And now I have 2 watermelon plants. These are 2 watermelon plants. What else? Okay, so I got some Hungarian peppers. I got some ancho chilies, and you can tell it's getting hot because my leaves are starting to curl. But these are the chilies. We plucked off a whole bunch of them. We'll cook them tomorrow in the barbecue. You can see that. There's some more back here. Another one here. They're just everywhere. That's pretty cool. We also have some more peppers, and then we got our Japanese cucumber. We also have another. This one's actually grown pretty quick. This is our Japanese cucumber here, and I think I'm gonna cut it so it could start getting more foliage, because I don't want it to just keep growing. But look, check it out. That's pretty big. You can measure that. It's about a foot long. Cool is that? We love these. These did grow very well last year. So this year we planted some Ashley cucumbers, and we bought a small cucumber from Home Depot. This one here, and you can see it's kind of drying up. So we ended up putting more seed, and now the seeds are coming out. So it's kind of cool. There and there. These are Ashleys. Because you see that plant, I think I planted it too soon. And this one's the small cucumber here. So I planted 2 more seeds, now that's coming out, so I'm gonna leave that there. This was a hitchhiker that came with the dirt. My wife thinks it's pumpkin, but I don't know. We don't know. We think it's cucumber also. I think it's cucumber also. She thinks it's pumpkin, so we'll see. It is fruiting, so see how that goes. So those are my other tomatoes back there. Let me show you. Now I'm on the other side. We got some mint. That thing's been with me forever. And what else? More tomatoes. More tomatoes there. This is a honeydew melon. Hopefully we'll see how it goes. This is another tomatillo. You can see it's fruiting also. Man, tomatillos don't mess around. They come out like crazy. This was a chili that I had from last year. It survived. This was this other pepper called Cobra chili. These little black chilies, very spicy. And then there's a jalapeno there. I just put them together. I didn't think they were gonna grow. They still survived. What else? And I think that's about it. That's about it. My garden there. I hope you liked it. And hopefully if you guys like the videos. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So I started growing basil. I put basil with the tomatoes because they say they're good partners. So I grew basil in some of the pots. So on this side here, all along, every pot has a basil plant. On the other side in the back over there, there is no basil. So I want to see which one does better. Cabbage looper. Yeah, that's the one that's eating all my leaves over there with the cabbage. So yeah, but it's getting something. You can see here, got a little ball there. It's kind of cool. So hopefully maybe I'll get 1 or 2 or 3, and then next year or later this year I know to plant them earlier, so that way they don't have to come through in the summer and struggle. And yeah, so I think that's it. That's pretty much my garden. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any questions, let me know. Any suggestions, definitely let me know. I'm really enjoying growing all this stuff, and I'm learning as I go along. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. All right, later.